It's November, so that means Game Boy Color. Today's game is Poppin' Music GB. If you've never heard of Poppin' Music before, it's basically some Japanese rhythm game that insane people play. I actually used to play it on and off, mostly off these days because my arcade controller would instantly get me several noise complaints if I played in my current apartment. Notes fall from the sky, and you have to hit the corresponding button at the right time. Do it without screwing up too much, and you pass the song. And like pretty much all other games from this series, this game was never released outside of Japan. Poppin' Music is usually played with an obnoxious giant 9-button monstrosity, or as I call it, the PS5 accessibility controller. Now the Game Boy Color doesn't have anywhere close to 9 buttons on it, so this game is played in 5-button mode, which is fine by me since that's pretty much the maximum you should be playing with a standard controller anyway, even like stuff like a PS2 DualShock. So you hit notes by pushing A, B, right, up, and left. And you can also use the start button as a substitute for the middle note, which you will have to do sometimes because it's physically impossible to push both left and right on the D-pad at the same time. The main arcade mode consists of you picking a song and then playing it, such as this song titled I Really Want to Hurt You. A lot of the songs will be instantly recognizable to anyone familiar with the series. In fact, this game was actually where a handful of classic songs debuted, such as White Lovers. Go figure. I actually like the 8-bit renditions of a lot of these songs, and you get a lot of variety in the music here, since this was from the early days when Poppin' had no real music identity yet, so they just threw random crap at the wall to see what stuck, compared to these days where it's just a bunch of awful J-pop. You get around 25-ish songs here, which is a decent amount for... Wait a second, is that Green Day? I mean, obviously it isn't, but you know what, never mind. So not all the songs are unlocked at first, you have to earn them by playing through the game repeatedly. Of course, the game doesn't have a battery save feature, it uses passwords, so if you can't be bothered with that, then you can just put in a password and unlock everything right away. You get a couple of different modes here, like this one where the notes sometimes fly around like crazy to try and mess you up, or you can just do the free play mode, which is what I usually do, honestly. And even though this is only 5 buttons, the songs are a lot harder than what you'd normally get playing 5-button mode in the arcade. Since normally 5-button mode is very much a beginner-only mode that's like really simplified, but for this one, it's all they had, so they definitely made it a little more challenging than it usually would be. For what it is, this game is honestly pretty good. It's a small, portable version of a game that is anything but portable, and the 8-bit renditions of these songs honestly sound pretty good. I enjoy playing this one from time to time, and at the end of the day, the fact is, this is still technically a rhythm game by Konami, which means that you can wave it in the face of people who play crap like Osu and say that your game is superior because it was made by Konami.